An inferno erupting in the hills of Kelowna. With every passing hour, the McDougall Creek wildfire inches closer to the city, leaving thousands of homes at risk.
We had people trapped. That's the fire chief's worst nightmare.
West Kelowna crews forced to rescue team members after they were called in to evacuate residents at risk.
It was like 100 years of firefighting all at once in one night.
An unknown number of West Kelowna structures have been destroyed, but officials say no loss of life. Neighborhoods evacuated on both sides of Lake Okanagan after the fire jumped the water late Thursday, resulting in a state of emergency being declared for the city of Kelowna, joining its neighbor, West Kelowna.
Yeah, you might as well get ahead of the game before, you're not allowed to come back in and then all your stuff's gone.
Growing uncertainty as the fire soared to over 6,000 hectares in size overnight. A fight Ottawa says they're ready to join.
Offered up full federal support in support of this fire, and I encourage all the residents to listen to the guidance of the local authorities.
The deadline issued by the government of the Northwest Territories to evacuate Yellowknife has come and gone. This highway is the only way out of the city, and there's fires burning on both sides of it. Officials say it is a critical route to safety, and they're determined to keep it open, reassuring for residents who are leaving their evacuation to the last minute. What are your plans?
Probably go Dadsville right now, and then probably from there we're going to see within a couple of days. We might head down to Saskatchewan, we're not sure yet.
What's the situation been like for you so far?
Hectic, like everybody else. Everybody's leaving and praying and hoping for the best, which the firefighters and everybody's doing a great job. No complaints in the city.
With thousands of people having already left the capital city, there have been concerns about possible looting.
Please don't spread rumors. There's no looting in Yellowknife. Our CMP are patrolling the neighborhoods. I contacted them this morning. I saw them on my walk to work this morning. There was no looting. There is no looting. So please, your homes are safe. You've got to lock up and get out of town.
Meanwhile, that fire that's causing an entire city to evacuate is expected to reach city limits over the weekend.
At 7:30 a.m. yesterday, my family and I evacuated the Yellowknife area due to the 3 out-of-control complex fires that are now surrounding the city of Yellowknife. 22,000 residents are now fleeing the capital city of the Northwest Territories and headed for Alberta. Northern Alberta and Central Alberta are seeing a ton, literally thousands of NWT evacuees across communities such as High Level, Red Deer, Edmonton, and Calgary. And this is a picture that I took just outside of Enterprise. The fire is devastating. Reports are 90% of Enterprise is gone. And I really have to use my platform to implore anybody who is still in Yellowknife to seek one of these armed forces flights out. You can sign up at Sir John. It is way more organized than it was yesterday, and they are actively seeking people to get on flights. So if you are still left, I implore that you evacuate. The deadline for evacuation is today at noon, and it is past. Please evacuate. I want to thank everyone for their patience yesterday as I traveled 19 hours straight through to Edmonton to evacuate with so many other NWT residents. If you want minute-to-minute updates, I highly suggest following Cabin Radio for the ongoing NWT wildfire situation. There are wildfires affecting Yellowknife. There are 3 in the surrounding area, and there are wildfires in the South Slave affecting both Fort Smith, Hay River, and now Kakisa has also been put under evacuation order. As much as I would like to rest today, and as much as my body really needs it, I truly have to help. I will be creating a Google Doc to start gathering resources for evacuees and for people who want to start helping by donating, volunteering, whatever it is that you can do to help the thousands upon thousands of NWT residents who are being displaced pretty much across Canada. I'll keep you updated.
Glenmore Road is now closed south of the landfill after the fire crested the hill and is more or less overrunning the dump. Kelowna Now was there as we saw some structures go up in flames and some aggressive fire behavior. At the dump itself, employees, we understand, were out soaking down the area as they could see the fire in the distance. And while they were doing that, the fire pinched in from a few different directions. Shortly after that, the landfill closed, the employees got out, and then the entire area was evacuated. We saw the RCMP working in the multiple housing units just south of the dump, getting people out of there, and then eventually closing down Glenmore Road, as mentioned, just south of the landfill.
More people in Canada and across the world need to be talking about this. An entire territory in northern Canada, primarily Indigenous, is currently going up in flames and under a state of emergency across the entire territory. A wildfire is about 16 kilometers away from the capital city of Yellowknife. That's a population of about 20,000 people, 16 kilometers away. And it's expected that it could get even closer as the winds change and the fires grow. Elsewhere in the territory, entire communities are at risk or burning down. Enterprise, that community is 90% gone, maybe even more right now. And what's terrifying is highways are closing down or closed because of hotspots, and people are trying to drive out of town, so it's very hard to leave by land, and people are seeing their cars literally melting. They're watching their cars melt as they try and drive out of their homes right now. What's even scarier is in some places communications lines are down because of the wildfires, so people can't communicate with RCMP or on the internet or with their families about how they're doing or where they are. Multiple communities are under evacuation alerts right now. Some people are deciding to stay, and it's absolutely terrifying as people are just watching their homes in danger or go up in flames. I have friends in Yellowknife who are under evacuation alert, and they've decided to leave, and they are just packing up their cars and driving, and they don't know where they're going to go, but they need to get out. So some people are driving to Edmonton or other places, just trying to get to some form of safety right now. Please share this video, talk to people about this, read up on what is happening in the news, and see how you can support people in the Northwest Territories right now. I know that the United Way has this charity. I'll link to it in the comments. If you know of any other way that we can support people right now, please link to it below. It's absolutely terrifying. I'm in the Yukon right now, and watching this happen to my friends and family and my neighbors is horrific, and we need to be talking about it.
So the other day I decided to film some of the nicest houses in Kelowna along West Side Road, and then a fire started kind of in the hills above West Side Road, and then it moved down the hill. And this is the view from the 11th floor of an office building. And then we're gonna go downtown now and look at, this is the view from kind of by the lake. And that's that same West Side Road hillside there that I was showing you in the very beginning of the video. It's a very unfortunate situation.
The McDougall Creek wildfire in West Kelowna has now spread across Okanagan Lake to 2 spots in and around Kelowna. One fire has sparked on Knox Mountain near Paul's Tomb and Clifton Road, while another fire has sparked near McKinley Beach. People living near the impacted areas are asked to prepare a go bag and be ready to leave at a moment's notice. The fire is rapidly growing and changing. The most up-to-date information is available at kelownacapnews.com.
There is now currently an evacuation order in place for the capital city of the Northwest Territories, Yellowknife. Residents and visitors are told to be out of the city by Friday. I'm still in the community of Delo with my family. We are getting ready to prepare to leave in the morning as early as possible. Flights will start going out to evacuate people who are unable to get rides tomorrow. And this is an unprecedented time for the capital city of Yellowknife. And I'm just really, this is my home and I'm really scared. So I'll update when I can.
Just after 6 o'clock local time here. There's about 150, maybe up to 200 people here so far. They came here yesterday, but once those flights, the evacuation flights that left yesterday, once they filled up, those people were told to return this morning. We're told maybe 21 flights. That is about 2,000 seats that can be taken today.
Doing pretty good. I'm excited to get out. I was here at 10 a.m. and then I was told to go home at 3.
Scary. I keep crying. I don't even know how long we're going to be away.
I showed up and the line was so long I decided to wait for a day, show up today instead. I think it was a good move.
For plus or minus 3 hours, but it was something else. Unfortunately, we were not part of the list, but it's better late than never.
Most of these folks here were here yesterday, told to come back today, have registered, and are now waiting to get on one of the buses, which are waiting outside the school here to bring them to the airport.
It's just where I grew up.
When do you think you'll get a chance to go back?
I think my house is gone.
Is it close to the tree line?
Yeah.
What do you think you're going to do next?
I honestly have no idea. I haven't really thought that far. Just kind of see if my house survived, and if not, go from there.